Oh my gosh. One time I used to rent a room from this Venezuelan lady, and oh my gosh, I don't really, I don't understand where she thought it was cool and okay for her to just walk in my room and ask me what I was doing. Like, I wasn't even dirty, but every time, she was just really, really, I don't know, nosy. I think she'd get mad at me because I didn't have a kid like she did, and I could just go out whenever I wanted to, and sometimes I didn't always want to go somewhere with her because, like I said, being someone's roommate doesn't mean you're automatically best friends. It just means I agreed to rent a room from you. It doesn't mean that I care to have anything else to do with you beyond that point. I don't mind saying hello and good morning and all that stuff. I'm not rude or, that's fine. I don't mind doing all the formalities and stuff, but like I said, if we turn out to be friends, great, but it shouldn't be a requirement. But aside from that, the whole friendship thing and the formalities things actually don't have anything to do with why I really, they do have something to do with why I left, but they're not the main reason. It's not the focal, it's not the entirety. It's not the real reason why I left. Like I said, number one, she kept walking in my room and asking me what I was doing, she was entitled to it or whatever. I know it's her space and I'm renting an apartment or an area, renting a room for, but it's still at the same time, you can't just walk into people's rooms, even if the door's open. That's not a welcome signal, to just walk in there. That was just, I don't know, I had to talk with her about it, but to no avail really. And then I guess the first sign I should have known that she was really cuckoo bananas is when she had me, she wanted to see everything that was in my bag or whatever, and she made me dump it out in front of the other roommates. Now, looking back, I would have never done that now because your personal items are your personal items, and I see how wrong she was now, but in the moment, not being, really familiar with the whole roommate situation and leaving the house, one of the first few times, it's just, I really was still, I guess you can say, naive to a lot of the things and how, what rights I was entitled to. But I definitely know now. Yeah, so she had me with my underwear and everything. I'm I don't want them to see that. I remember I did say that, and she was kind of she just kind of made them move to the side, but technically it was still in their field of vision. Really, bitch, how are you just going to sit there and make me dump all my shit out in front of, everybody, I'm some type of lower class citizen, seriously. And you're the one who came over here, to fucking America. Seriously, I don't get it. I don't have anything against that. It's just the fact that she was treating me like I was a second class citizen. And then the third red flag, well, we're on number 3, right? I think so. I told y'all I don't like that. Anyways, the third red flag was, like I said, she expected me to hang out with her all the time. I didn't have a personal life of my own. She'd be what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't bring any alcohol in the house. Don't bring anything in the house, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, if I'm renting a space from you, if we don't, you can't really regulate adults. That's what I'm saying. If I want to drink, then I'm, you can't really stop me from doing it. But I can understand not keeping it in the house because overall, it is her apartment. But that's just another thing I didn't like about living there. I couldn't have alcohol in the house. Seriously, but I think people should be more understanding. You don't control that person's life just because they're renting a room for you. At the same time, I understood why I couldn't have alcohol in the house, but at the same time, I didn't like it. It started to bother me later, but I was so ready to move into the house, I just kind of looked past it and let her get away with that one thing. So, I don't know, this lady was really crazy. And the fourth thing, the thing that really put the icing on the cake, which undoubtedly made me move out for sure because she wasn't treating me as an equal, was when she moved another roommate in who also was Hispanic, and she had a kid, and her roommate, this new roommate that she had, she told the roommate, she told me, she told me to walk up the stairs and take my shoes off before I walked off the stairs or before I got on the carpet. But I noticed when her roommate did it, she didn't say anything to her, but as soon as I did it, she's take your shoes off. And I'm you didn't tell her to take off her shoes, so why are you telling me? She's don't worry about what I tell her. And then at that moment right there, I knew I was getting the hell out. Bitch, there's no way that you're gonna sit there and talk to me I'm less than, or treat me like I'm not equal to you when I'm in your house. Like, seriously. And you're gonna let the other roommate walk with her dirty ass feet up the stairs and not, like, seriously. And like, then, but you want to call me out? That's how I knew I was gone. Like, that's not even cool. And I'm very proper and very respectful when dealing with people. So we're still on somewhat amicable terms now. Like, I can still go talk to her or hang out with her, but I don't have any desire to be completely honest with you. Like, if you treat me like I'm different, like I did something to you, or like I shouldn't be entitled to all the, you know, amenities and certain things in the house just because of the simple fact you're being cruel and I don't know what's wrong with you, then I'm not gonna stay with it. So I'm glad I got out of that situation. It wasn't feasible. I learned from it and I've grown from it, and I hope this lady and her child are doing fine. However, I would never put myself in a situation like that again. I learned to do my research and, you know, start to, like, you know, meet with the people before I just agree to answer an ad. Even if we talk back and forth online or on the phone, I still need to see you and I need to see the room. And I still need to know all your house rules before I just set a decision in there. Because I promise you, from this point going forth, I'm not going to agree to give anybody my money for a room if I haven't even met them and we haven't discussed certain things. So I know what my requirements are for a roommate, and I'm gonna make sure I know what the renters, specifically what the renters ask for before I rent. But I love my situation now. I'm still with the same the same people that I live with now, as I was when I started my videos here on YouTube. I'm talking about an experience that I had before that, so that'll never happen again. But I'm great. I'm living. I'm happy, and I'm living life. So all I know is just stay away from crazy people when it comes to rooming and all that stuff. So yes, Benny Sunshine. I'll catch you guys later.